welcome back to my channel, guys. Today, I am reviewing Night Visions by Imagine Dragons. This is the debut album released by them. If you've watched my CD collection videos, you know that I own the deluxe edition of the album, which is sitting here right in front of me. But today, I will only be reviewing the standard edition of the album. I may review any of the bonus tracks here soon. I know they all vary where you look, from iTunes, Spotify, and even the physical copies. I know there's a couple tracks that I don't have here on the physical copy that are on the Target version, the Spotify version, or the iTunes version and all that. So, a little bit on the background of this album. This album was released in September 2012, and it includes tracks from their EPs from the time, with the earliest being released in 2009. While doing some research online, I saw there's a total of 6 tracks that came from their EPs, and I personally haven't listened to any of the EPs they have released from that time. So the deluxe edition, which again I own, was released a few months later in early 2013, and the copy I own has 5 bonus tracks. All tracks were written and produced by the band, but there are some credits from producer Alex the Kid. And lastly, a little bit of information you may enjoy. The band was formed in 2009, and they performed live gigs in Las Vegas, Nevada. During free time, it sounded like, they would get together and record music. They recorded 3 EPs, which again I haven't listened to, that were released between 2009 and 2011. Now for production. As I previously mentioned, all the tracks were written and produced by the band, and again, there are some credits from Alex the Kid. I feel like the production has been handled pretty well on this album, since I've enjoyed the majority of the album and enjoyed it every time I listen to it. Now we're heading into positives and negatives. Alright, so there are some vocals I did enjoy on the album. To start off, I like the screams on Nothing Left to Say, Rocks. I felt like it gave it a little bit of feeling on the track. Then I also felt like at times they could have been maybe a little better, or kind of a better flow. As far as track lengths, on the standard edition of the album, it has a runtime of approximately 44 minutes. I felt like the track lengths were fine as they are. The majority of the tracks have a runtime of 3 to 4 minutes, which is pretty average in albums anymore. Now, a few things of what I did enjoy or disliked on tracks. I feel like Every Night was repetitive with some of its lyrics. I feel like they should have changed it up a little bit for the chorus. I also feel like Dan should have put a little more energy in the chorus, but to quote the chorus real quick. Hey, I'm coming home to you every night, every night, every night, every night. I'm coming home to you every night, every night, every night, every night. Yeah, sorry, but I gotta say real quick, I'm really not the best. I do like sing, but I really wasn't trying to sing that. But anyways, uh, up next, I also feel like the track Underdog, that the instrumental kind of sound like something that would come from a video game. I kind of felt like it had that feel to it. But other than that, it was a decent song. Then, I will also give them credit for Bleeding Out. That has to be my favorite song on the album. It gives me this image of what might look like if the world were to come to an end. I also feel like Dan's vocals play an important role here. Uh, I enjoyed them on the tracks, well, on the track, and how he drags the words out. Kind of had a typo in my notes here and kind of following along to them, but that's right. Then lastly, I'll have to say about the same for Hear Me. I feel like he brings some emotion into the track with his vocals and tells a story about how this relationship isn't working out, or how his significant other or anyone can't hear him. So to quote the chorus real quick. Can nobody hear me? I've got a lot that's on my mind. I cannot breathe. Can you hear it too? Yeah, again, not the best, but I hope you all enjoy it. So, these are my thoughts on some of the tracks on the album. So overall, what I did enjoy on this album, I'll try not to repeat myself as much like in last week's video, so I'll try to come up with something different here and hit on a couple of other, a couple of the same ideas again. So I did enjoy the vocals on Hear Me and Bleeding Out. I also enjoyed Tiptoe. I feel like the synths on that track are well, and kind of like the drums. I feel like that track is a must listen. So go ahead and listen to Tiptoe if you already haven't. And lastly, I also enjoyed the guitar during the bridge on Hear Me. Right, so now for what I disliked on the album. Again, I'll hit on what I've already said briefly, and I'll be putting in something new here since I don't want to repeat myself like I did last week on that album review. So, I feel like the chorus was repetitive on every night, but I do get the message of, Dan or whoever the song is about going home to that special someone and seeing them, seeing that someone special. I also felt that part of the instrumental from Underdog came from a video game, just to hit on that again. And lastly, I feel like there could have been more of a build-up at the end of Nothing Left to Say, Rocks. especially the Nothing Left to Say part, because this song is two parts. I feel like, there could have been a build up to something on Nothing Left to Say with, like, the guitar or the drums or the screams or at least something. Now for the flow of the tracks. I feel like the flow of the tracks were decent, and there's really nothing in the track list I would change or put in or take out or anything like that. And lastly, are there any memorable songs on the album to me? To me, the most memorable tracks are Tiptoe, It's Time, and Demons. These are three of my favorite tracks on the album. And speaking of It's Time, that was the very first track of theirs that I've listened to, and I remember first hearing it back in 2012 when the song was starting to get popular. Yeah, I really wish I could go back in time to, my 12-year-old self, and simply because there's a bunch of memories for me at that time, like 2011, 2012, 2013. And now for what most of you probably have been waiting for, what I'll be rating this album. So, I have to give this album a 3.5 out of 5. I do enjoy this album, but I wouldn't say it's their absolute best, even though I've enjoyed pretty much every single track or majority of them. I feel like their best album is Smoke and Mirrors, and I'll be reviewing that album here soon. I don't know when, but I'll be reviewing that album here soon. I hope you all enjoyed this review. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. If you've listened to this album, I will see you all next week when I review Justice by Justin Bieber. This is the first new album I will be reviewing, and it's also the first album that's being released here in 2021 that I'll be doing on the channel. I'm hoping that this album will be good since I've enjoyed the 4 singles. I really hope that it's better than Changes, which was released in February 2020. I did not care for the album. Justice was just released today, and I'm planning on listening to it when I can, but I'll definitely have listened to it this weekend. I was also planning on picking up a physical copy of the album if I, do enjoy the album. I might pick it up from Target since I saw online that it will include a bonus track, but I'm already betting that they'll release a bonus track sometime on streaming services such as Spotify and iTunes, and as well as here on YouTube. And going back to physical copies real quick, if I do enjoy the album, I usually get a physical copy, but I hope you all enjoyed this review, and I will see you all next time. So I just wrapped up the video of the album review, just looking back at the videos, trying to choose what I think I did the best on, of what I recorded. Kind of had some fun doing this, So I'll edit together the official video, and if I decide to, I'll upload some of the outtakes. I really hope you all enjoyed the video, but we'll find out when you guys watch it.